Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today's matchup, a battle in the Old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mountaineers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And you dream about the season starting and what might happen, and you kick the ball out of bounds right off the bat. Everybody just settle down. We got a long season to go. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Single.
Trying to get the corner. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him get outside.
It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. The Blue Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try to get outside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the...
Touchdown, Duke! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to throw, it's Swan. Finds his man, it's Barnes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wide open spaces. Oh, a lot of space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He's got 43 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Swan. Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Trying play action. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Toss to the outside. Fighting off the defender. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Across the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass. quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's now up to 64 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Blue Devils in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense changing the play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is running away with things, and I'm not sure anyone inside that program saw this coming today. They're up 14 over the Groupers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right?
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's loose. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure in some bodies.
Turning on the Jets. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
To the air, it's Swan. Got it! They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Moore. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Running into the open space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Duke. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching.
touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot.
Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the move. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking for a man, it's Swan. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to fire. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Anthony. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Fair catch, called for and made. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Swan. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover, because you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And the Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. It's a seam wide open. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and a quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something open. And maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely
makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Dozier. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Duke. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And in the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Swan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.